price point is not too bad for Louis Vuitton compared to some of their other prices lately. At $4,500 for a leather bag, it's not as bad as, honestly, like the Murakami collection. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Please, I'm almost at 20,000. Today I wanted to talk about the best investment bags, and I'm not talking about, you know, buying a bag and then flipping it and making thousands of dollars. I'm talking about things that you will have in your wardrobe and perhaps you will never get sick of them, and they have multiple ways to wear. So I think these are the best bags, like things that kind of aren't too trendy. They can kind of take you from day to night, and I think they'll always be quite chic and stylish. They're not as much, you know, the hottest hyped thing. Although a lot of these bags I'm going to talk about today are actually pretty popular. And I heard that the most popular Loewe bag at the moment is the Flamenco, which really surprised me because I always felt like the Flamenco really flew under the radar, and particularly the Flamenco purse. So yes, the first bag that I think is a great piece to have in your wardrobe is the Flamenco purse. Now, the reason why I think this is very popular is that you can wear it multiple ways. It comes with a little donut chain, which is really cute, a crossbody strap, and you can even wear it as a clutch. And I think the versatility of this bag makes it a great investment piece because you could literally use it as an evening clutch at a wedding. You could even take it out, you know, on a casual weekend as a shoulder bag, or out to dinner and like put it on the table, or it can even be dressed down as a crossbody bag. And I know a lot of people, as much as I see a lot more like top handles and like shoulder bags lately on my social media, I know a lot of people prefer crossbody for the convenience. I also feel like this bag is quite lightweight. It's not bulky. It doesn't have any obvious branding on it. So I think for traveling, it could even be quite good as opposed to a flashier bag like a Birkin or a Chanel bag or something like that. And I do feel like the leather is quite luxurious and it looks expensive. So this bag, it does retail for, I think, around 5,000 Australian dollars. So it's not cheap, but I think it's one of those pieces that you could have in your wardrobe for a number of years and you would never get sick of it. So guys, let me know what you think of the Flamenco purse because I think it's really pretty, and I love how even, you know, you can put cute little Loewe charms on them and you can kind of put your own spin on it. LORO Piana is not a brand of bag, or I've never bought a LORO Piana bag before. I know that the pochette bag was very popular on social media, and I have seen a few like ladies wearing it in real life, and I actually think it's quite cute actually. At first I didn't really see the hype, but I can see how it could be quite practical. However, I don't think that the size of it makes it a super great buy. I actually think there's another bag by LORO Piana, which I think is really pretty, called the Bale bag. I don't see this as much on my social media, but I was particularly drawn to it in this dark red color. I think it's so gorgeous. And the good thing about this Bale bag is it comes in a mini size, which I always find that bucket bags fit a reasonable amount. Like they kind of, the shape of it allows you to put a lot of things inside. And I think the good thing about this bag is that it looks really cute as a top handle, but then it also comes with a crossbody strap. I also have heard LORO Piana craftsmanship in leather is pretty top notch. And again, this is a bag that I think would fly under the radar a little bit, but it's something that you could wear for multiple occasions. You could definitely dress it up and wear it just as the top handle, and then obviously dress down for a more sporty look. You could wear it crossbody. So I think that this is a really beautiful bag too, and it retails for about 4,200 Australian dollars. I have seen it on My Teresa and Net-a-Porter, and on Net-a-Porter there's only one left in the cream color, so I don't know whether it is like a very hyped bag. I know that the pochette bag is seen as like very hard to get and it's like there's a lot of hype around it. I don't know if there's the same hype around this bag, but I just like googled it and I was like, oh, it's actually quite a nice bag, because I was just, another bag that I personally have myself that I think is a really timeless bag and something you could dress up or down is the Hermes Bolide, and particularly in the size 25, so the 1923-25 version. I think that this particular Bolide, because it has more structure to it, it can be dressed up a little bit as well. So I think that this bag, you know, obviously how I've decorated it with the twirly in the bag charm makes it look a little bit more casual. But if you took these off and just wore it plain, I honestly think you could wear it like a little bit more elevated. Even I'm pretty sure that Jennifer Lopez wore a white Bolide 27 to her wedding, which is so random. But honestly, the Bolide, it can really take you from day to night. And it's almost similar to like a Kelly 25, I feel, but it really flies under the radar. Also, it does come with a detachable strap, so I find that the strap on the Bolide is more of a shoulder strap, but I can crossbody it, but it's a bit short. But the thing is, you can buy sportier straps from Hermes if you want it to be a bit more like casual, like the canvas straps. So I feel like this is a bag, it's very classic. I think it came out in 1923 and it was the first bag to ever have a zipper. It's one of those classic silhouettes that I feel like never goes out of fashion, and particularly in this size, and perhaps if you went for a more neutral color, I think it would be a great investment piece that you could wear for many years. And of course, Hermes craftsmanship is the best in my opinion, so it's definitely a bag that will last as well. The bag that I think is a nice kind of piece to pick up, and this one, to be honest, is a bit more hyped on social media. And again, I've never had a bag from Bottega. I have bought a vintage Bottega bag many years ago, but I've never bought like a new Bottega bag. But I personally really love the look of the Andiamo bag in the small size. The good thing about this bag is that you can also wear it multiple ways. I believe that you can manipulate the strap to wear it like a shoulder bag or crossbody, and it has the top handles as well. Also, I like how this bag doesn't have like logos on it, and it's a little bit more, if you know, you know. Obviously, the Bottega weave is very iconic. And this bag also comes in an array of like gorgeous colors. Like I particularly love the chocolate brown. Now, I do feel like this bag is very trending at the moment, and one might say it's not very classic and maybe not a good investment. And probably you might see this on the pre-love market for a few $1,000s less. It does currently retail at 6,300 Australian dollars. However, I do feel like it's a bag that would be very easy to wear. It's big enough that it will fit enough things for the day. And I do feel like if you just wear it by the top handle, it can look a little bit more elevated as well. Perhaps for like a very dressy occasion, you might have to go for like a bag like that Bottega clutch thing. I don't know if it could be dressed up that well, but it does look a little bit more elevated than something like, I don't know, like a Louis Vuitton Speedy or something, which is very casual. So I think that a lot of people are going for these bags that can look, you can dress them casually, but they just look a little bit more put together. And I quite like that about like a full leather bag. And I think that the little gold knot detail as well really is a nice touch. So yeah, I really love this Bottega bag as well. And yeah, I just think it's a gorgeous piece. And I've heard a lot of people say it's like a great bag to buy. So yeah, if I had to buy a Bottega bag right now, it would probably be this one myself. But let me know if you have the Andiamo and how are you liking it. I was trying to find on the Louis Vuitton website like a good kind of like low-key bag. I know they have their literal low-key line, but I found this new bag called the Anytime PM, which I don't know if this is a new bag, guys, but I haven't seen it as much on my social media. It is in stock on the website. And the thing that I liked about this is that it's plain colors, so it comes in a beige and a black, and it's got a crossbody strap, but then it can also be worn as a shoulder bag. To me, the silhouette of this reminded me a little bit of the Loewe Flamenco pouch. So I thought that, yeah, it's kind of a similar like buckety shape, could probably fit a lot. And I know that the gold chain, a lot of people like that because it makes you look a little bit more elevated. The lock down the middle does remind me of like, gives me a bit of Hermes vibe, like just the lock stuck in the middle. I'm not sure why there is a lock there. It doesn't seem like a bag that can lock, but I guess it's just there for looks. I think that this bag, I don't think I would say it would be a very popular Louis Vuitton bag, but I can see this being very versatile. Like you could definitely dress this up. And I think that the con of this is that unlike the Loewe Flamenco, you can't take the straps off, you can't take the chain off, because I think this would have been really great as a clutch with like the little lock down the middle. But because the chain is like all the way through, you can't really do that. But in any case, I think it's a bag that you could wear for a lot of different occasions. And although I'm not a huge fan of the embossed Louis Vuitton logos on it, I do still feel like it flies under the radar more than some of other Louis Vuitton's designs. It might be a really nice one to pick up, and I actually think the price point is not too bad for Louis Vuitton compared to some of their other prices lately. At $4,500 for a leather bag, it's not as bad as, honestly, like their Murakami collections, which are like crazy prices. So let me know what you think of this Anytime bag as well, guys. Anyways, I hope you liked my top picks of today. Yeah, let me know what are your best top picks for like bags that never go out of fashion and you feel like are very functional. And thanks for watching my video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye!